Tom, another 2 years. How excited are you?
Yeah, very happy to finally get the 2 years and get the deal done. It's taken a little bit now, but yeah, very happy to be here for another couple of years. And now that that's locked in, I can focus on just playing footy and hopefully we have a good season.
Was there ever any doubt, Tommy?
No, I don't think so. I knew if I kept playing my role and kept playing to how good I think I can play, I knew something would eventually come up. So, but in saying that, it's good that it's finally happened, and now I can just focus solely on footy, knowing that I've got those couple of years locked in.
Was there temptation there at all to at least explore going across the border?
No, not a huge deal. I've always been happy here since I moved over, and now this year that I've got a little bit of a look in and I've held my spot so far. I just want to hold my spot and lock that down in the back six, and yeah, hopefully have that for a number of years.
How hard was it, mate? What you've had to, like you say, you've had to wait a couple of years, and now you've come on and you've been outstanding in the back six. Was it hard to build up to this point?
Yeah, the first few years it was probably a little bit difficult, but I knew I just had to get that consistency in my game, and there was plenty of things I had to work on throughout the time. So I knew if I just kept improving each year and kept working hard throughout the pre-seasons, and then when I did get an opportunity, I'd make it stick. So it's good that it's finally paid off.
How have you found your season so far?
Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. Probably been getting a little bit better each week and get more confidence each week, which is good. And yeah, as I said before, I just want to lock down that spot in the back six. So that's mine. But there's always pressure on if you don't perform. So yeah, I've just got to keep performing each week.
Well, the trips are hard enough, but West Coast got so many big physical forwards. It's a tough one for the defenders.
Yeah, obviously they're a really good team, and they got a good forward line, as you mentioned. But we'll go over there like every other week and just focus on getting our job done and focus on how we want to play. Obviously it's a big game, where we are on the ladder and where they are on the ladder. So yeah, it's a big game.
Is it not beating top 8 sides play on the minds, or is that more the public talking about that?
No, I don't think so. At the end of the day, we're still sitting 5th on the ladder, and with plenty of games to go in the year. And if we can keep getting wins along the way, I'm sure that'll sort itself out. But I mean, you want to win every game, and obviously you do want to knock off those top teams. So we'll just keep working at that. And a lot of the games that we have lost, we've been in the game up probably till the third or fourth quarter, and then it's just got slipped away late. So we just need to keep working on getting that 4-quarter performance, and yeah, hopefully we can keep working at that.
Tommy, are you expecting to play on Josh Kennedy this weekend?
I'm not too sure yet. We only had a match review today, so we just finished up from last week's game. So over the next few days we'll probably sort that out, but I'm sure we'll get. They've got a few tools there, so I'm sure I'll be on one of them.
Did you get him or Darling when they played here in Adelaide a few months ago?
Yeah, I was on Darling last time, so yeah.
How have you found, sort of playing against one of the opposition's best, the key forwards every week? I mean, did you have Lance Franklin when you played against the Swans in round 1? Yeah, had him round 1. Obviously, it's a good challenge. There's obviously plenty of really good forwards out there, and I don't mind a little bit of a challenge. It's good going out there and having a target to try and beat. But you need help from everyone else around you. But every week you go out there, no matter who you're playing on, you want to do your job and beat them. What's been the biggest thing you've learnt from your first game to now as to how to stop those key forwards? Yeah, probably just the physical side of it. Obviously they're big, strong players, and if you're not physical and you can't compete in the contest, obviously that's when they're going to get the better hand on you. So. I've really, over the last couple of years, really tried to improve my strength in the gym, and I think that's holding me in good stead now.
Did Homsh get through training today?
Who was that, sorry?
Did Homsh get through training today?
Yeah, Homshi trained today and trained well, so I think he'll be good to go.
How's Carl Amon looking?
Yeah, I think he's still a couple of weeks off. He's did a bit more running today. He's been running for the last week or two. Obviously, we've just got to be a little bit aware of his injury, but I think a couple of weeks he's meant to be back.
And the other ones.
Did Hammond train at all today?
Sorry.
Who? Did Hammond get out there at all?
Don't think so. I think he did a bit of walking and he did some stuff inside. So yeah, obviously we'll assess him later on in the week, and not too sure.
What sort of hole does that leave with the defence?
No, I don't think a hole. Everyone that's come in, like Dan Houston come in a few weeks ago and he's done his role well. and then the Sandful have been in good form too, and not having many injuries as well. That has held us in good stead. Obviously, if there's more pressure underneath us at Sandful level, that makes everyone perform better at AFL level. So everyone that has come in this year, I'd say, has done a reasonably pretty good job. So yeah.
What's the main lesson you take out of the loss from Richmond? You've been through that.
Yeah. Obviously, we just need to finish our work. He's one of the main ones. What you've heard over the last few days. We've been getting the opportunity, getting the ball inside 50, and just letting ourselves down by not finishing off through goals and also our efficiency going inside 50. And then we were still right in the game late, so it's probably just putting a four-quarter performance on the board as well.
Bulldogs have just announced today Tom Boyd's taking leave for depression. What's the pressure like on AFL footballers with expectation and so forth?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of pressure and a lot of scrutiny around it these days with all the media and it's everything. It's obviously a big organisation, but I think there's plenty of people out there that you can get help and advice from. I know the PA is very good, and then the clubs put people and things in place as well. So for people that have had any issues, I think there's plenty of help out there. But yeah.
I'm going back a fair bit now, but GWS game earlier in the year, you copped a bit of heat from Heath Shaw. I don't think anyone's asked you about it. Can you talk about that, having a 250, 300 game player standing over you like that?
He came up forward in the last quarter, and then Patton got a couple on me in the last quarter, and that was when they were running away with it in that last quarter, and he was up and about, and he was just getting into me, as I'm sure he does. But I'll just keep focusing and try to get my job done.
Is it that sort of moment that you played AFL footy for a few years now, but consistently this year, is that sort of moment you look out and go, right, this is the big stage now?
Definitely. It puts it into perspective. If I don't get my job done, the heat's on you straight away. So I just got to keep getting that done, and hopefully it'll sort itself out.
The loss to the Eagles here earlier in the year is one of those that most think Port should have won. Do you feel like you owe them one over there this week?
Probably not so much owe them one, but obviously that was one that we'd like to think slipped away. A little bit similar on the weekend. We just didn't finish off going inside 50. That game, along with one on the weekend, we had more scoring shots and a lot more inside 50. So if we finish our work, I think we can get it done.
Was there a big focus on goal kicking at training today?
A little bit, but that's just one of those things that you just got to keep working on. Obviously, not everything's perfect in a game, so if we just keep working on that week in, week out, I'm sure that'll get better. And the boys are working very hard. It's not just hasn't just been this week. We've probably known about it for the last month or two, that we've been working hard at training and behind closed doors. So I'm sure the boys will keep working at that, and that'll show off.
What sort of things, apart from just obviously practicing the technique of kicking a goal, is there much talk with like a mental coach or something like that to sort of figure out the best way to prepare kicking for goal and run-ups?
Yeah, the forward lady up forward, he does a good job, and I'm not much of a forward, but I think it's just going back to your routine and getting something in place, so then each time you do have a shot on goal, you can go back to your routine, and hopefully it pays off.
Is it frustrating as a backman to see the misses and then it's coming straight back in all the time?
I suppose it is a little bit, but I know obviously they're not trying to miss. Everyone tries to do good for the team, but it's just something that we've got to keep working at as a team, and we can also help them out if we give them better shots in front of the goals rather than in pockets and deep. So if we keep getting that good efficiency going inside 50, that'll help them out as well.
What's the morale like around the club after last weekend, especially when the word contenders is thrown around? How do you keep yourself up and positive?
It's been pretty positive. We had a good session out there today. Had our review this morning, and it's not all doom and gloom as some people probably think from the outside. We're still really positive. As I said earlier, we're still fifth on the ladder, so in the 8. So if we keep getting better each week, and we know we just got to keep winning because the ladder is so tight. It's going to be very tight for spots. So we'll just keep focusing week in, and hopefully keep winning.